Yeah. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome back to the room that we created.
We do drugs.
We smoke mad marijuana. Math. By a freeze. So,
today we got Beach Plum.
Let's
fucking start off hot.
Yeah,
we got Beach Plum. If you have not seen the episode where we rank all of the fucking LaCroix, you must go see that.
Or if you're a cash watcher in general, just know we're obsessed with LaCroix. And every time we get our hands on a new flavor, I tried the coconut.
Oh my god.
Fuck,
so
coconut's
good.
amazing.
It's so good. So, I've tried 4 new flavors since we did that tier list. I've tried coconut,
Oh, Christ.
I've tried guava, I've tried beach plum, and I've tried black raspberry.
Mm-hmm. How do they measure up?
So, I would say guava is better than pamplemousse.
Beach plum is fucking awesome.
So it's gonna, doesn't it? Okay, we'll get to that. But it's better than pamplemousse. Guava is. I'd say it's number 3 under limoncello and cherry blossom. But I actually, I don't know. I've had a lot of cherry blossom lately. I don't know how I'm feeling about it. We might have to re-rank it.
Yeah, I don't think it's number 1. I think limoncello might still be number 1.
No fucking way.
Coconut maybe even.
No
Coconut
fucking
blew
way.
my
No
mind.
fucking way. Like,
Well, limoncello was second.
yeah, but I just don't. I just can't put it at number 1. I just can't do it.
All right.
But beach plum tastes exactly like a Capri Sun without the fucking sugar.
Yeah, it does. Same flavor profile.
But we were joking about it. The whole thing with the beach plums, we were joking about it at the end of the episode, trying to find the flavors that we missed. And we were like, what the fuck is a beach plum?
Yeah.
What the fuck makes it beach? And you know what?
I get it.
I get it.
It's not just a plum. It's a beach plum. Something you would want when you're in the hot ass Long Beach. You're hoverboarding down Long Beach. You know, and
yeah, if you're
down.
hoverboarding down Long Beach, just know that I'm watching you from a window 70 yards
BP.
away with a red dot right at your fucking forehead because fuck you.
And we're sipping on a BP, a beach plum, a BPLC, dog.
BPS, dude. We got BPS. We're beach plum sippers.
BBLC or BPLC.
BBBWFC, dude. Big, black, beautiful woman fish cock.
I like that.
Yeah.
So
Drinking Maynard wine, pour it on my dick, watch it drip.
I recently moved out of my mother's house.
This is already playing like an Adult Swim skit.
It is, yeah. All of them kind of do at the beginning.
Yeah,
first
but
20
this
minutes.
one, it feels like an Eric Andre show bit where they just are like, I bum.
I really would love to have a guest on the show and do some wacky shit to them. Like, obviously nothing harmful, but like, I would like to prank somebody on air.
There are some people I'm sure that we know that like don't know what the podcast is.
Yeah.
And let's get them on and fuck with them.
Yeah, absolutely. Or we had this wonderful idea. I think we've mentioned it before, this idea of doing a dinner for schmucks situation. But there's no way we're trying to still figure out a way to execute it without being hurtful to the people that we have on. Because if you're not aware, Dinner for Schmucks is a movie where like
I forgot about Podcast for Schmucks.
Yeah,
dude.
Podcast for Schmucks. And so like the goal is in the movie is like a bunch of rich people like have this dinner every year and they have a competition of who could bring the strangest guest, you know, and they just let them all in a room together and just watch them go. And everyone's brought this bizarre character, so we wanted to do that. But there's no way. I think the way to get around it is to disclose it to the person. Just be like, we have to bring the strangest person we know. You know, and I think you're insanely interesting. I want to go you on the podcast, and my partner is going to bring one as well. And you
one is going to bring one as well. You're referring to another human being.
We are one. We are all one.
And my partner is going to bring one as well.
Oh my god!
It's like,
you know what I
like
mean?
saying that you're in an open relationship and you're bringing somebody to a foursome and you don't know their name, and it's like my partner is going to bring one as well.
Damn it! You know, because it's just your decisions. You know that make you who you are. It's like, and that's the place I'm trying to get to, is really leaning into my morality and my place in the world and my spiritual center, and making that my prime mover in my life, and how I value my life, and how how I justify my existence, even though you don't need to justify your existence. Just getting that through my head, that like, when you rest your head on your pillow at night, you ask yourself, did you do good today? And almost always the answer is yes. Even if you failed, and if that's all that's important to you, is being a decent person, then it's completely in your hands. Your fate's completely in your hands. And I think, by kind of like
this is like the foundational idea for the Bible. Before becoming,
it's like the Bible without metaphysics.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. That is kind of the.
It's like you've gone through the witnesses of the church and everything, and now you've kind of come back full circle to it.
Absolutely.
In a different way.
Absolutely. No, I'm a religious person, dude. I didn't realize that until kind of recently, when I've been feeling really dark lately. Was that like, that's how I live my life. I don't know if it's true, and you'll never know if it's true, but I believe there's a God, and I believe God has a plan for me.
I believe that someone's got a plan for me.
I believe God has a plan for all of us. I believe. You've heard the Book of Mormon?
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. That's a great play.
That's a phenomenal play.
That play was actually instrumental in my waking up to the Jehovah's Witnesses. For real.
Oh, you gotta tell Trey Parker and Matt Stoughton that. They would fucking love that.
If I ever meet those fucks, that is definitely something. I remember Turn It Off was the song that really was like, oh my God, why is being gay bad? Like, why? And then also All American Prophet. Because, like, that's the thing is...
That's just why it's so important to still make art about those things.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And say that stuff.
And it's weird just because of my catalog and how much work I've had backlogged for Matteo Amaretto, my music. I haven't addressed the Jehovah's Witnesses in my writing at all under that project. I have in a very, once removed sense on See You in Hollywood, but like I haven't talked about my experience with it because by the time I started Matteo Amaretto, I was already years out of it.
Yeah, and at that point, it's like unless you want to, you don't have to go back and do it.
No, yeah, absolutely. But I was compelled to recently, and so I'm working on an album already that's going to come out after Crimson. That's already done written, so it's going to be 2 albums in the future that I'll be talking about this shit. But I did write a lot about the Witnesses in an album.
What would a song about the Witnesses sound like?
No way, sis.
I'm gonna turn it all off.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it all off. So I found this he's sitting there gargling.
No, Matt.
No, Matt. No, Matt. Mama. No. God,
you're so fucking annoying. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this sucks, man.
I know, we can never do this ever again.
No, this will never happen.
No, wait, we did this. Fuck you. We're fine.
You know what we're going to do here? We're going to sit down and make, like, this is an incense, correct?
Yeah, it's the wrong number, though. Hold on. Other side.
It's the wrong number. Psych! Yeah, so we're gonna tonight come up with a list of, like, 20 fucking podcast ideas to just backlog.
That's probably the good idea.
Yeah, so I'm so sorry. But we're lighting incense right now, and we're chilling. But, God, man, it's been a fucked couple of months.
We haven't had a good episode in a while. We've just not...
The last episode was good.
Yeah, we missed, like, 3... We missed, like, a month almost once. And then, but before that, You know what? We need to take this shit more seriously.
Oh yeah.
We need to get a camera or use this one because it's during the day. It's kind of good. And get it like a thing.
Get a camera.
Get a thing to do.
We need posts on the Instagram.
And we need to post, and we need to make fucking TikToks.
TikToks, yeah, absolutely.
And we need to post clips and shit like we were. It's just a lot for me to fucking do because I'm trying to make an album right now.
Yeah, I know.
So
and you're
like,
mastering my album.
Yeah, and then so like adding on the fucking because like editing clips and like making them like digestible is.
We got our hands in a
difficult.
lot of pots right now and our eggs in a lot of baskets, and it's hard to keep them all warm at once.
So fuck you.
So fuck you. Yo,
21, man.
Episode 21. This is honestly this is a nice break for me though, because like at least I know for an hour a week I do.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I know. So
Thanks.
we also said we were going to review Beau is Afraid this week, but it's not on fucking any streaming.
And it's out of theaters, so I couldn't.
We
go
just barely
watch
missed it. Beau is Afraid lost like $24 million in the box office because no one wants to go see a
Where'd it go?
3-hour surrealist horror comedy.
Where did it go?
Where did it fucking go? Because
Where's the fucking money, Lil Lebowski?
A24 gave their favorite child, Ari Aster, $30 million to make a movie, or $35 million, and it was, in my opinion, one of the most brilliant films ever made. But I totally get why no one wanted to see it, and it might make its money back on streaming. Probably won't, but I'm so glad it happened because it's a fucking event in cinema history.
And A24 just has money.
Yeah, they have fucking money.
Yeah.
They're fine. They'll be fine. But maybe next week we'll try to find the movie and review
How
it.
much do these? I mean, some of these Marvel movies, what do they cost? Like $495 million.
Yeah, one of them was $1 billion.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Endgame.
One movie that costs $1 billion to make.
I love the MCU, but that's fucking disgusting.
I know.
Like, that's fucked up. I mean, like, to spend $1 billion on a film,
Yeah.
you know, like...
That wasn't that good. Wasn't that well written, some of them.
Yeah, absolutely. And, like, it just I don't know, what you could be doing with that money, it blows my mind.
If I were to put $500 million into a movie, it better be the most amazing fucking shit I've ever read. But that's not
Exactly.
why it costs 500. It's the fucking CGI and all that shit.
Yeah,
Beau is
exactly.
Afraid, well-written movie doesn't need all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
kind of two sides of the coin.
Yeah, absolutely. But also, like, I just can't fathom having that much, like, incomprehensible wealth and not wanting to die every single night that you don't use that money.
Well, I mean, I want to do. I want to die now.
Like, I already feel like, talk about being a good person, like, as your metric of whether your life is valuable or not. I sometimes I think I'm not doing enough, and I don't have dick, when it comes to money. And so, like, the fact that there are people who are like, what should I do with $1 billion that I have to spend, and not, like, contributes in some way to society in a practical sense, like, it's just gross to me. And the only argument that I can perceive for what I'm saying right now is like, well, why can't you do both? They have that much money. It's like, well, okay, sure. If you also can do that, that's great. But I don't see Disney fucking contributing to the messes of capitalism that it creates.
Well, and it started by one time we were getting like Is my mic fucking on? You talk.
Yeah.
Why is it? So it was okay. Sorry, this is. I switched it up. I gave myself input 1 and you input 2, but then the computer said that I was on input 2 and input 1, so I switched them back around, and now I'm on input 2 on the interface and you're on input 1. So I was right the first. Man, this is gonna be fucked.
Man.
But yeah, charcuterie. Yeah.
Why did we start calling it charcuterie board?
Because there was a whole thing with the jacuzzi.
Oh, jacuzzi.
And so one time you said charcuterie board, and I went to charcuterie.
Charcuterie?
And then we just kind of stuck.
It took off. But so I get him his fucking board, and he goes, look, we've been ignored all night. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but like that girl that got us our wine, she's been fucking like not paying any goddamn attention to us, and you've been great. And I was like, well, I'm your server. Like, she's not your server. He's like, who's the manager? I need to talk to the manager. Because do you guys pool tips? I was like, yeah, we pool tips. He's like, I don't want to give anyone else a tip. I'm not, like, fuck that. It's not fair. And I was like,
So he just wants to tip you.
yeah. And I'm like, that girl is the manager. He's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah. And so I send the manager over, Savannah. She's the sweetest pie, And he's just bitching her out. Just absolutely bitching. I can hear him, And I'm just like, what the fuck is this guy's deal? He's yelling at her for not serving him. She wasn't the server. I was, And then I go over there. And
you smack him across his dopey face.
Yeah, I go over there finally, and he says, hey, I wasn't aware of how things worked here, so everybody just kind of serves, and like, I was like, did you get everything you need? He's like, yeah. I was like, so there's no problem then. That's all we care about. It doesn't matter who's giving you the service, as long as you got everything you need. And he's like, well, I wasn't aware. I'm sorry. And I was like, it's all right. Don't worry about it. And then another server goes, so that's another weird thing. And then another server goes up to him and goes and puts his food down on the table. And he goes, hey, how many old men have called you a tart tonight? A tart. T-A-R-T. It means whore.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
What?
He says, how many old men have called you a tart tonight? And she just goes, what? And he goes, I'm just playing. Again, I'm just playing. And then so he wraps up his food, and Lana.
How old is this dude?
40 max.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's big dude, glasses. He's got a wife there. Peter Griffin style. Yeah, absolutely. And Lana, the server, who was called a whore by this gentleman, comes up to me. She's like, the guy just called me a tart. And he said it like that. He said, how many old men have called you a tart tonight? Like, that's something,
Fuck? Yeah, what the fuck?
He's like, what? And then we understand that she's wearing lemon earrings.
Yeah, fruit tart maybe?
And that's what the joke was. He was saying, because of your earrings. Because he explained himself afterward. So like, okay. Then finally, this guy leaves. And as he's walking out, he goes, hey, Maddie. Because I tell all the servers my name. He goes, O.J. Simpson is getting a new wife. And I go, what? And he goes, he just wants to take another stab at it. And then he dips. And then we look at the table, and he tipped us 100%. He tipped us $60.
I think that's just a rich dude who walked into a restaurant and was like, I'm going to fuck with people and see how they respond, and then I'm going to tip them a big amount.
Yeah, based on their response. So yeah, just in summation, this Peter Griffin-ass dude walks in. I offer him a table. He says, what did you call me? Then I sit him down at the table. He asks for buttermilk with his wine, yells at a server who isn't his server for not serving him, calls another server a whore, tells an O.J. Simpson joke, tips us $60, and leaves. This podcast is kind of an open relationship, I think. It's sort of a, and everyone who's joined has been part of our polycule. Kevin, Aiden, Lincoln, Asa, your dad. Yep. Yep. So, what was I fucking... I started talking about how I moved out.
Yeah, let's get back on there.
Yeah, okay, Jesus Christ. We derail like to an absurd degree. We go like more than any two people I've ever met. Like okay. So I moved out of my mother's house for the second time. 'Cause I moved back in when our family fell on hard times, as y'all know, in the heart of winter, anything can happen, and someone had to feed them hogs. We had someone home to feed them hogs. Someone had to come. Somebody's got to feed them hogs.
Somebody's got to watch the wall.
Somebody got to milk the goats. Somebody got to feed them hogs.
Somebody has to watch the cube.
After
Weekdays.
all, is
30.
Oh, we have to censor that. It's Maynardville. It's Maynardville. I always forget.
I always forget.
I always forget. This ain't no.
We should do.
This is main info.
When this podcast blows up, we need to do an episode, and it won't blow up unless we actually put some work into it. But we need to put yeah, we don't take this shit seriously. I don't feel anymore. I feel like the first 4 weeks of this podcast, we were like so serious, and now it's
but what's ironic though, like, yeah, it is just for us, but like we have more listeners now than we did when we started.
I know, that's why I'm saying we need to double down here soon. Mercury, but we should do an episode from the Taj Mahal.
It's a phenomenal idea. Mm-hmm. So anyway, I moved out of my mom's house, and I'm eating a microwave dinner right now.
This is fucked.
All right, can I tell you a story of something that happened to me 2 days ago?
Oh yeah.
So a gentleman comes into the restaurant that I work in, and I'm serving, and the host of the restaurant had to go home because they were sick, and so
fucking horde. Will you just roll
we're
your
putting
your ankles?
Oh, thank you, Daddy. We're putting
welcome, mommy.
It's Mother's Day and we have no host. Okay, it's a rough situation, and so all the servers are sitting people and getting waters, which is usually the host's job, and so we're already busy though because it's Mother's Day. Mm-hmm. My manager, who is a lovely, lovely, lovely individual named Savannah. She's one of my favorite people. She starts. I sit at a table, and this from the get-go, this guy was a fucking bizarre, one of the most bizarre people I've ever met. I open the door, and I go, "We have a booth in the back, or we have the bar." And he goes, "What did you just call me?" And I'm like, "We have a booth in the back, or we have the bar." And he goes, "I'm just playing. I'm like, "Okay, cool." And so I seat him, and then I get sat another like.
What'd you call me? A booth, the bar.
A booth of the bar. And a real dilemma, the booth of the bar. But so I had a table of 12 already that I was serving. And so my manager, Savannah, started the table for me. Then, as I'm walking run up the stairs to get food, the guy does one of these, and I'm like, "Oh, what's up?" And he goes, "Do you have any buttermilk?" He's just drinking wine. "Do you have any buttermilk?" And I was like, "I don't think so." He goes, "I can't be the first person to have asked for that." And I go, "Oh, but you are. Certainly are." And he says, it's a New England thing. It's an East Coast thing. I'm like, "I'm from Long Island, and I've never heard of having buttermilk with your wine, but let me check." And sure
you should Google it.
Yeah.
It's buttermilk.
Yeah, I want to Google it in a second. But sure the fuck enough, we don't have it. So I come back and he's upset, and then he's like, "Can I just order some food for Christ's sake?" And I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead." And he orders a charcuterie board and some bread and shit like that. And I ring it in, and then I come back and he's like, I want a port wine. Can you give me a port wine?" So I pour him a port wine, and he's like, "Do you have anything sweet?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's the sweetest fucking thing we have. It tastes like simple syrup and Everclear. Like, that's gonna be the sweetest thing we fucking have."
We call charcuterie boards charcuterie boards.
And actually, you know what's funny is every time I run up to the kitchen in my work to grab a charcuterie board, when I put one in, I go, "Charcuterie board?" And I say it. And I'm like, "Where's that charcuterie?" No one has ever laughed, and no one has ever corrected me. And I'm positive that they all think I really think that's how it's pronounced. In fact, they're making it worse. Sweatshops and underpaid writers. The writer's strike is going on right now, which is great.
Yeah, let's talk about AI.
Okay.
We need to do the AI podcast. We need to figure out how to fucking do
That's a fucking fantastic idea. Zach had this idea of... Tell them what you wanted to do.
So what I wanted to do was I wanted to have an AI like ChatGPT watch every episode of the Rum that we created, at least the good ones. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's do all of them, and have it write us an episode, and then we do the episode.
It's brilliant. I can't.
Well, because the funny thing is, it's probably gonna have a guest, and we need It's probably gonna go back and forth between like Aiden and Ace. So we'll need several people for this. I bet you.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, absolutely. Or it might just like understand that we have guests sometimes, and it'll put a guest in, like just one. But damn, I can't fucking wait to do that. AI is
I can't wait to get
terrifying.
my speech analyzed.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be very apparent that I'm not as funny as I think I am.
Yeah.
I'll be reading this like, this is what you think of me?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's gonna be random noises, and it'll probably have like asterisk things of like command prompts to be like, stand up now, turn around, that's funny, turn on the salt lamp, turn off the salt lamp. You know, we haven't turned on the salt lamp in a minute.
That's why we're fucking failing.
Yeah, that's what happened. This is the no salt lamp arc.
Podcast with no salt. Podcast with no salt.
We're in the gas leak year of our podcast, and it's ending today. It's ending tonight.
Did you know that in Chernobyl, there was a reactor down there, there were 3 valves that had to be turned when Chernobyl went off to release water pressure from boiling water underneath the reactors after the core exploded.
Mm-hmm.
And those valves had to be they had to have 3 men go down and turn those fucking valves in order to release this pressure in order to prevent another explosion that would have the entire facility blow up with nuclear waste. If they had not gone down there and had their mission not been successful, risking their lives and some of them giving their lives, all of Europe would be in a nuclear fallout for tens of thousands of years if they had not gone and done that.
Damn.
Which is to think, like, we've flown too close to the sun so many times, so many big boo-boos. Go.
Well, mine sounds like
No, make one up. Make one up on the spot. Big stinky, big stinky, big stinky. It's got the big stink.
big stink. This is a certified evangelical classic.
There you go. And this has been
Firm and
The road
determined
that
in this time of the end.
created.
That's one of our actual hymns, the Jehovah's Witnesses. Me and Lincoln sing it to each other all the time.
There's a line in there about hymns and hymens.
And absolutely.
Can't stop my rhyming.
Can't stop my rhyming. Bust through like hymen.
Bust through that hymen with my hymns of like Christ.
Yeah, hymen and hymn. And then rhyming and Jim.
The sunset crim.
My sunset is crim.
in my blood crip.
It's stupid as fuck.
So
That's
good.
stupid as fuck. Wait, we can't talk about on here.
We can't.
No, because if it's gonna be the anonymous project, we're gonna ruin the
Oh, I'm gonna cut all that out.
shit.
That's all right.
That's all right. So
We gotta stop doing this. We gotta stop doing this.
yeah, we gotta come in with a distinct.
We
plan
can't do
every
this ever
fucking
again.
week.
We can't do any more of these.
No, we won't, and we promise you guys. We promise you that this will never fucking happen again. It's been a fucked week, man. It's been a fucked up week. Because that's the thing. Most people who have a podcast are people whose money is brought in by their entertainment that they create. You know? And we're not those people. So we do this on top of the other shit we got going on in our lives. And so sometimes, you know, sometimes we're in our Job arc and everything just falls apart and we still do the podcast. We still do it.
You're sitting here eating a fucking TV dinner.
I'm sitting
For
here
God's sake.
because that's the only time I had today. The only time I had today. Dude, I'm in the middle of moving. I'm working like 5 to 6 days a week. I'm in 2 bands. I got this going on. And like I still have to have some form of social life. And you know, I moved today. I woke up. I had to go right to the Mission and get some nightstands because that was the only piece of furniture that I couldn't move. And I bought the nightstands. Then I was like, shit, I need to eat. I'm so hungry. And I drove to Fry's. I got myself a TV-ass dinner. And then I was like, straight to Zach's house. I cooked it here and ate it.
Yeah,
in
man, he
front of
showed
you.
up with a frozen fucking. Was
I
like,
showed
Can I
up
use
with-
your microwave?
Yeah.
I'm like, do I know you?
Yeah, as soon as I pulled up, I was like, "Can I use your microwave?" And I just had this. I was like, "I haven't eaten today," and it's like 3:00. So you know what? Fuck you guys. But Aiden,
So you know what? You can go fuck
yeah,
yourself
Aiden,
in your
fuck
fat
you.
fucking ass.
Yeah, Aiden, fuck yourself in your fat fucking ass. Printed shirts right now. You're probably printing a T-shirt at work right now while you're listening to this, and I just want you to know.
Fuck you. You fucking bitch.
You dumb bitch.
You piece of shit.
You cocksucker. Yeah.
Well, you just eat those shirts
Just
until
eat
you're
the shirts.
fucking full of shirt, and then you fucking
Yeah,
combust
shirt
from
head.
the shirt.
You fucking shirt head.
I don't. Can we say that?
Shirt head. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Just don't want to make anything.
Yeah, I don't know. There's probably I don't know. In the infinite multiverse, there's probably that's a slur somewhere.
You shirt head. What did he? What'd you call me? I'm just playing with you.
I'm just playing with you. No, but yeah, it's. I think in the next few days, my life. Well, you know what's also fucked is I have 2 shows coming up. You know, I have one this Saturday at a bar, and then I have another one at the next Saturday after that at a venue that I booked out. You know, and it's a big empty gym. It's like my show. You know.
This is for the Crimson Sunset.
Yeah, the second show.
Which I'm actually mastering.
Yeah, Zach is mastering. Yeah, my newest album, The Crimson Sunset, which comes out. It will, and the show I have coming up that's on June 3rd in Maynardville. I hardly have any fucking time to practice it, and I'm viewing this show that's coming up this Saturday as one of my practice sessions for The Crimson Sunset. It's a little time I've had lately. But
Well, tell us about the move to your apartment.
So it's me and my partner Molly and our beautiful drag queen friend Carlo.
That's kind of gnarly. I wonder.
Bizarre?
I think he was probably pulling a bit the whole time.
It could have been. He seemed like genuinely bewildered though when I was explaining to him that like that woman's not your server and we pool tips and everybody just kind of serves. You know, he seemed like if that was a bit, you know, he's really committed.
Well, damn.
Yet the amount of I don't know what it is about our job. It attracts the strangest people. Like the strangest fucking people. I've had people cry in the restaurant because they're so like in awe of the Maynard shit.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's ridiculous.
No, crazy. Like
that is ridiculous.
No, it was nuts. Like there was one lady
Who cares?
She walked in and she just goes, and she just starts fucking crying at the bar, and she sits down. She seats herself, you know, and she's just like, I just didn't think it was real. I didn't think it was real. I'm like, what do you mean? It's not. What is so crazy about that? Fucking like, you know, I mean,
Lots of people bigger than Maynard own restaurants.
dude. Fucking Planet Hollywood wasn't that Sylvester Stallone and Schwarzenegger's restaurant?
I don't know,
But yeah, but people, it's just crazy because like I'm a huge Maynard fan. Like I really love Pussifer the band. I love Tool and shit like that. And maybe it's just because I grew up in Maynardville that he was kind of that guy first for me. That it's not weird, you know, and it's not crazy. But still, even if like I don't know if Nick Cave opened up a brewery, you know, and I went in there for this first time, I'd be like, damn, wow, oh man, this is sick. And then you sit at the bar and have a beer. You know, I wouldn't start like this.
You wouldn't start crying.
She started crying.
You're in the Elliott Smith Cafe.
Yeah. The Elliott Smith Cafe you would cry in.
That's closer than the Maynard Cafe.
Yeah.
Or the Maynard Merkin.
The Merkin or the Bob.
Dominky?
The Minky? The Maynard?
So, I have something for you all you listeners. Today is an episode of the podcast, and can you tell me which one it is? We have done
I want you to
9
tell
podcasts, and then we did another 10 podcasts. This is our 21st podcast. This is number 21.
Yeah. Don't you have it on the soundboard?
Yeah, but I didn't know if it would be cringe.
You stupid. What's 9 plus 10. 21? You stupid.
Perfect.
That had to be done. Had to be done.
Zach, what's been going on in your life lately?
You know, a lot of negative things.
A lot of negative
But
things.
a lot of positive things. Yesterday I recorded and wrote a little ditty song. I showed it to you before.
I loved it. It
It
was
was a podcast. Thank you.
one of my favorites I've heard so far.
Thanks, buddy.
It's really beautiful.
It's pretty sexy. I've been in my struggle area. You know, I've been in my war times era. Like my body, every day. But it's getting better. You know, it just be hurting. Shit be fucked. Yeah. I don't really know how much I want to really get into it.
I feel you. I think I'm pretty sure I said it to you or something, or someone close.
Yeah, the quote about, or you were telling me that every person that you've known, who's like in that like place of spiritual, like where you want to be, that they went through, it's just everything all kind of at once.
Yeah. When shit like pops off, like it rains when it rains it pours. Like that's usually a sign of a very fruitful spring on the horizon.
Exactly.
But also, I came across this little nugget, and I can't remember who said it, but like the greatest advice I've ever heard was that you get to decide the metric by which you measure the value of your life.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So if you're like, I want to live a good life, you get to decide what constitutes a good life and how to measure your life. And if you choose to measure by joy and enjoyment, it's just going to be a catch-22. You're going to be split right down the middle of having 50% of the time a shit life and 50% of the time a great life, you know? And in some cases, that'll increase or decrease, either side. If you choose to measure the value of your life by how good a person you can become, then your quality of life is 100% in your control. Who is kind of a local legend. Because, you guys, if you watched the Viva La Maynardville episode, you know how fucking our town views drag queens, And this guy brings so much vibrancy and light to this town. He's such a beautiful person. He's our roommate. And, there's not much to write home about. The move was smooth. The condo was fully fucking furnished.
Ugh,
and it came with plates and silverware and cups. And
What?
a Brita filter.
That's
and
ridiculous.
Cleaning supplies and detergent.
I've never fucking heard of that.
Yeah, a mop. It had a mop and a vacuum and a broom and a stool. Yeah, and a garbage can.
It's almost like you bought a place to live and it had things to live.
Yeah. What do you fucking know? No, it was crazy. It is actually unheard of though. Like that's just a weird thing. But like they had fucking like apparently it used to be like part of a traveling nurse situation where like a lot of people would come there for like months, and then leave. And so it had their shit in it. It had fully furnished shit. And we have furniture too, but their furniture was better. So we just put our furniture in storage or sold it. And I live right next to another cool dude that I already knew, in town. So that was awesome. And it's all going well.
No, it's a great place. I went, and I saw it. It's a great place.
When'd you see it?
When you did see it as well.
Zach's not yet been at my condo.
No, I have.
I just didn't see you.
I have something to tell you about
you
last night.
Oh, fuck. You saw that? Because it got nasty last night.
All of it, dude.
It got nasty.
Dude, that closet. And I'll just let you know that next time, man, that closet has room for 3. Okay, so.
All right. I mean,
move it on into the.
Yeah.
Into the closet space.
All right. No, like that's
Aiden. I want you to know that fuck you. First off, fuck you. 2, I have a fucking. If I ever see you longboarding, or hoverboarding for that matter, down in Long Beach, I will be 70 yards away in
the grassy knoll.
In the grassy knoll. In a on the 35th floor, apartment 2A, with a fucking sniper pumping out bullets going at Mach fucking speed right into your fucking hoverboard wheels, and then you're fucking stupid and then little fuck you, Aiden. Fuck you.
This is great. This is fucking awesome. This is fucking awesome.
Yeah, man. So glad Aiden's not here. Fuck you, Aiden. I'm sorry. I'm rabbing on Aiden. Rabbing?
I'm rabbing.
I'm rabbing on
Dude, I don't
Aiden
get
too
rabbing
much.
on here. Who else
The bit
listens
is
to the
done.
podcast? Who else listens to the podcast?
Let's talk about Asa because she doesn't.
Yeah, she doesn't
can say
listen
anything
to
we
the fucking
want
podcast,
right
even
now.
though she's on it. But my best friend Calvin, who lives in Connecticut, listens to this codcast, this cumcast,
This cod fast.
this codcast,
This cod fast, bro.
this codcast, this cumcast.
Calvin, fucking awesome.
Calvin is a great dude, and he listens to this podcast with his partner Salem, who I've never even met yet. And Salem is one of my like biggest fans, like music wise. There's a shitload of people in Connecticut who listen to my music because of Calvin.
There's a
I've never
shitload of
met
people
any
in
of them.
India who listen to my music.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what that is about.
There was a Growing Pains that's out.
Yeah.
It's popular in India.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, fuck. Huh.
I know. World tour, dude. Oasis live in India.
Oasis is gonna open for you?
No, they're not together anymore.
Yeah. So many times we've almost ended it all, and we only get one or two more.
Earths. I mean, fuck.
No, I was gonna say we only get one or two more chances to fly that close. You
You
know,
only get one or two more Earths.
Earths.
Earth.
Earth University.
You look very mythical when you tuck your hair behind your ear.
I look like Vijo Morgenstein.
877 cash now. Call VJ Morgenstein. This can't be funny. There's in no world is this funny. In no world is this entertaining. In no world is this good. And that's why we do it. That's why we're the best. Maddie got her ears pierced.
I did.
That's something to talk about.
I did. You can't see it on this fucking camera.
Go get closer then.
All right.
You know?
So for listeners,
I want you to listen really close.
listen
To my
really
earring.
close to my ear. Yeah. All right. So those are my pierced ears. This it's starting to feel like we're entering our
Pierced ears.
2006 YouTube arc.
Pierced ears?
Huh?
Pierced ears?
Pierced ears. Yeah, we're this the last couple episodes have felt like videos from 2006.
If you say
YouTube.
PSES really fast, it sounds like you're a Boston guy saying pierced ears. PSES?
PSEs.
PSES. You get the ears pierced? Ears pierced?
Oh God. Oh fuck.
Ever since we started doing it in the day, it's ever since we got it.
Oh my God.
God.
Oh no.
What happened? What happened?
It's because we've been so tired by the shit that we were doing in our personal lives.
By the time we get
But-
here, we're like, you talk.
Yeah, we're like you talk, and also the shit that's been going on in our personal lives is so not thrilling. You know, like it's like a lot of shit's
It's
been
like,
going on.
man, I had to go to the doctor for this, and my fucking hip, and my eye,
We have
and
not.
my fucking home
Yeah.
life, and this shit, and then I'm still. It's like, what's going on? That's good. It's like, I'm working on the album. It's like you already talked about that. It's like,
Yeah, we've had so much going on, but not shit that's podcast talk worthy. So we just sit here and like we're like it's like an oasis in our you know, like we just sit here, we just drink, you know, our fucking LaCroix and fucking regroup. You know, that's been the last couple episodes. The Would You Rather was nice. I like the Would You.
But don't get me wrong.
Don't get me wrong. Like, I mean,
The newlywed game. I'm like,
the Newlywed Game was the greatest. one.
we get here every week, and I go, why didn't we come up with another thing to do like that? Why didn't we do that?
It was awesome. I'm gonna make a list of like 30 fucking things.
We should move the mics out of the way and spit take on each other. That's what we should do.
No.
We should move the mics out of the way and spit take on each other. That's what we should do.
21 Pilots.
I tried twice. I don't know. It's just fucking stupid.
And
And in this corner,
in this corner.
shoddy like a melody
In my head, and I can't keep with me singing.
Lemonade.
You know what? This is kind of like this is avant-garde. Like if you're driving on a long drive right now while listening to it, or you're at work, or you're cleaning, just slow down for a minute and enjoy the silence, and let us take you on a little journey right here. Huh?
This is like a welcome back to
The room that we created. I'm sorry we created this room.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna chop this up, and I'm gonna chop it up into 10 parts, like 10. I'm gonna make fucking 9 splices in it, 10 parts. I'm gonna go to a random number generator, and I'm gonna give me those numbers in a random order, and I'm gonna move the parts of the episode into that order.
That's a great idea.
And if this is the last part, it's gonna be so confusing. But if this is the first part, then it's gonna be
Yeah. Or if it's like the second, it's ideal. I feel like. I have to go to work. See, it never fucking ends.
See ya.
It never fucking ends.
Oh god. Oh god. This is how loud my dad listens to TV.
I love it. I love it.
All right, is that it? Are we done? Are we done here? Can I go to work with you, Mom?